talk about using sixths to create melodic ideas over the blues. Let's get started. All right, so this is kind of a multi-part lesson. We're going to get started with stuff that I've covered before in other lessons, but what happened about 3 days ago, my son and I were downstairs playing guitars, and I played a lick using sixths, and I said, oh, you should be able to, get your way around this, and we started playing Photograph by Ringo, and that opening lick is in six, That little lick, and he was like, oh, and it just popped in his head how these little connections with what chord you're on, and the sixth, and the root, and the third, and the fifth, and the, how all of these sixths work together. And that kind of inspired this lesson. So we're going to start here with an E chord, an A chord, and a B chord, right? Those are our three main chords in the key of E. And the first one is on the fourth and the second string, right? I'm on the fifth and sixth fret. I'm going to go. Right? So that's an over E. If I play an E bass note. Right? A, same exact fingering, up a string, third and first string. I'm going to be on the sixth and fifth fret, like this. Then 7, 7, 8, and 9, 9. So you have, I'll play a little A bass. And then B is the same thing, up 2 frets, starting on the 7th fret and 8th fret of the first and third string. Right, if I have my B. It's a little hard to do holding that, that finger down. But that's the basic. So just knowing if I'm on an E chord, I've got, if I'm on A, and if I'm on B, right? So learn that if you don't already know that. If you already know that, we're going to move on. Okay. Now we're going to extend those sixths. We started with E, A, B, all right, and then you have an E again. E could also be done open, like this, right? First fret, third string, open, first string, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. I'm doing it on the next string group down, so I stay in this position. I don't have to be going all the way up and down the neck to get to this. If you go up right here, you can extend this up, starting on the 9th fret, going 9, 10, 11, 12. This brings us to another E chord, E7. If you look here, this first one, this is out of an E chord. That's the third and the root. And we go up to the 9th fret. This is the third and the fifth of an E chord. If we go from 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, this is an E7 chord. This is the 7th and the 3rd. I'm sorry, 7th and the 5th of an E7. All right, so then you get this. If any of you guys are into jazz at all, or Thelonious Monk, this is kind of Blue Monk happening here. All right, So this is, all right, nice melodic little passing tones happening here, some chromatic things happening. And then in A, same thing, first string, third string, from the beginning of the lesson, but now we can extend that up, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we get to an A7 chord here, right? We have an A chord, A tones here, A here, A, and then A7. All right? And you can do the same thing with the B, just taking it up. Right? And this is just like the B7 chord. Right? This little. Right? So, the idea here is to, you can put on a blues backing track in E. I have one. It's nice and slow. And practice going up and down these on whatever chord you happen to be on. All right? And then you can work out, you can get rid of this chromatic part, the 8th fret, the 11th fret. You can get rid of those to make it more kind of diatonic sounding. But I like those. Even in country music, I like this little... Right? And then A, E, B, all right, so I put this little end lick. This is the last 4 measures of a 12-bar blues. So this is the B7 to an A to 2 measures of E. And I put this here as just kind of an example of one way that you could use all of this stuff. If this is all you got from this lesson, that's great. But there's so much you can do on your own using your ears and just the knowledge that here's an E chord, here's an E chord, E chord, E7, A, A7, and the B, B, B7. So here is this lick. You're going to start on the B7 chord, up here on the 11th fret, and then 10, 9, 7, and 8. So it goes. And then you're going to do the A, descending from the A on the 9th fret to the A on the 5th fret. And I'm just sliding in from 1 fret below. Right? And then the E chord, sliding from the 9th down. Do, 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 do. So I'm going to show you that up close, and then I'll let you see the tab. I hope this helps you playing with country music, blues, some rock. There's so many great things to be done with 6ths. All right, so here it is up close. Starting up on the 11th fret, going to slide up. You notice I'm using my second finger kind of as my pivot finger that I'm keeping the whole time. I'm keeping that one down. And then I'm either using my first finger or I'm using this finger, my third